Coach, you got to be pleased at least with the result of that outcome there. So what about Tommy's performance tonight? What does she do for you guys? Because she's all over the floor, just flying all over the place. What does she do to just drive the other team crazy?
What does she do? She scores a little bit. She assists a little bit. She rebounds a little bit. She defends a little bit. I mean, Tommy does a lot. Obviously Tommy brings a lot of energy to the team, a lot of energy on both ends of the floor. What's starting to happen, though, and we've had that talk with Tommy, is as scouts come out, a lot of teams are trying to do some different things with her and with us in general. And I thought tonight, especially in the second half, she responded to taking the ball to the basket for Tommy. We told her, you're going to have to finish a couple of these. You're going to have to go strong. A couple layups she finished, and then a couple she drew the foul. The big one she drew the foul on, stepped up and hit both free throws. So, yeah, Tommy does a lot. She does a lot defensively, and like I said, she's just she just brings she just keeps bringing energy and energy and energy.
A lot of your veterans had a really good night tonight. Tommy with near triple-double. Diney had 16. Quinn down the line, down the stretch there, knocking down all those free throws. How well did your veterans play tonight?
I thought they played well, especially against the pressure that Air Force brings. Air Force, they get into you. They get physical with you. They get physical with you at the points of screens. They get physical with you when you try to drive down the lane. So, I thought the first half, to be honest with you, and it's nothing I didn't tell my team. I thought that intimidated us a little bit. But then I thought in the second half we kind of stepped up and responded to it. We made a couple of changes of what we wanted to do offensively, and I thought our kids responded to that really, really well. And you're right. I thought Diney played excellent. I really liked the fact, obviously, I like the fact that she scored points because we needed everyone we can get. But, Diney did it very efficiently. She did it on 7 of 8, from the field. So she didn't have to get 14 or 15 shots. She did it on 7 of 8. And, I thought also, I got to give Jay credit because Jay, and I know I'm going to say it wasn't just Jay, but Jay had the responsibility most of the time and the way the game plan was. I mean, our goal was to take Riley Snyder out of the game, not let her get her norm, and she's about a 20 point game performer, and Jay worked her tail off along with her teammates and held her to 6. So that becomes big when you're only scoring 55 points. That's each one of those points also is huge.
Your team is pretty versatile because it wasn't the greatest outside shooting performance tonight from you all, but you were able to bounce back regardless and grind out a really tough win. What does that speak to how well this team can?
That's a great point. We only made 3 threes. They one of the things that they were going to do, and we knew that, and Boise did, and Fresno did, and the next team will do is they're going, we don't think you guys can make enough 2s to beat us. And that's why I thought Tommy in the second half became so important, because one of the things we talked about with her was looking for herself to finish. There's not going to be some opportunities to draw and kick because they're taking those things away. And, and also I'm going to say, goes back to the same thing, when you talk about making big plays in down the stretch. I thought when Jay took the ball, and we call it a rip and a sweep, and went down the lane really, really strong and got fouled hard, and stepped up and made those 2 free throws. Those were big, and that's good to see that our players are going, we're not soft. We're going to stand with you toe to toe.
And lastly, it's a real tough turnaround. But you got to play on Monday. We're same team, same very scrappy Air Force team. What are some of the things you're looking to improve upon?
We'll look at some film. I'll look at film. What we've been doing with this time, because everybody's been asking. So the way we've been using this time is every staff member goes and grabs the game tonight and in the morning and breaks it down in their own way. And then we'll meet tomorrow as a staff, and we'll just go what worked, what didn't work. What do we need to tweak? What do we need to? And as funny as this sounds, we'll talk about what do we need to do on the defensive end to make sure we were not confused like we were a little bit. We got a little confused in the third quarter whether we were switching or not switching. And then we'll talk about what worked for us offensively and where that come from and what we need to do, because at this point, we are who we are, and Air Force is who Air Force is. They might try to guard an on ball a little bit differently. We might try to guard one of their on balls a little differently, but it's not. There's not going to be wholesale changes between these two games.